All right. Hello and welcome to the American Civil War Battle of Antietam. We are hot and ready to go. I'm hopping down to Lee to start. All right, General Lee,
Hello.
welcome. You are, I guess, at your headquarters near the Michael Farm, just north of Sharpsburg. Uh, Light is arriving over the horizon to the east. You just had your morning coffee and you're ready to go. No sounds of fighting anywhere on the battlefield yet.
All right, let's do this. I would like to get on Traveler, and I'll head to the West Woods and seek out Dr. Jones. If he's not there, that's okay, but I'm going to the West Woods up north.
Okay, heading to Westwoods, looking for Jones. All right.
If he's not there, it's not a problem. Just like go to the center of Jones's
Well,
position.
he should be there, right? Is he a person? Oh, he is a person. Okay.
Because Jones, yeah, and he commands two divisions technically, him
Oh,
and
that's
Hood.
why I'm
So
confusing. So Book is Jones
yeah,
in the woods, right?
he's Jones in the woods up north and he
Uh,
technically commands Hood as well. The J.R. Jones on the middle bridge is NPC.
is the NPC Jones under Lawton? Or sorry, Anderson?
The NPC Jones is in the he's under Jackson. Anderson is on the sunken road. He's answering to Longstreet, and Anderson is also technically commanding the Claws, who's to his east.
Okay, so Anderson. Okay, we're so
It's a little messy because of the players, but
yeah,
yeah, it's I
we're fine.
apologize.
No, you're fine. We got confused by where people were.
No worries.
That makes sense because we were trying to figure out where Anderson's men were, and we're like, they're not anywhere. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yep.
Hey, you probably already
Okay.
figured this out, but the Jones was in the wrong spot. He's the one in the woods. Book is
Sorry, the
so
wrong.
Anakazan. Or no, sorry. Book is this Jones here. Not the other.
Oh,
Not the other Jones. But
different.
Oh, so that confused me because I was
yeah. So you control
yeah
Hood to your west, and of
right.
course your men here.
Okay,
And so I
Wait,
gave
so I
you
have the wrong
I
screenshot.
I gave you the wrong screenshot. Let me see.
who commands this whole unit here?
So he commands everything to the west there. So him and Hood
Uh,
to the west.
what I mean is who's commanding this whole force
So
at the newcomer crossing?
Jackson does.
Yeah, but Jackson's
He's
down south.
yeah. He controls that Jones and the Lawton down south. We'll sort it out in
Uh,
Umpire, but as long as you know that he's there, I would. Well, we'll get you a screenshot of the next one. Right now, you're in the woods. Sorry for the mix-up.
wait, so what?
It's okay.
Wait, so where does Jones start and where does Hill end? Where
Joe.
does Hood end?
So oh,
Is there a Hood?
you can
There's
see
no
it on the
Hood.
pieces. Hood is an NPC, but he's controlled by Book here, and you can see Hood's division goes all the way right. Here's the split between the two, but Jones controls them both anyway. So basically, from the woods to the west, he controls all that.
Okay, I'll give him a new screenshot, I guess.
Okay, thanks. Who's the other one I had? Hill.
Wait, but
Hello, General Hill.
Hello, hello.
All right, your division is in reserve. So you're on the road north or east of Sharpsburg.
Yep.
The morning light's arriving to the east. It's nice weather, fairly nice. No sounds of battle yet, as it's early. What are your orders?
I'm gonna hold here for now and wait orders from higher ups.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Reservist, do you have Sumner?
Uh, hold on.
Sure.
I do have Sumner, yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna roll dice because they're like 10.1 away. But I would just tell him that these guns are shooting at him, and I'm just gonna say they are too far away. But I think they wouldn't know that and be giving it a shot.
Which guns? Which guns?
next to the word Longstreet.
Oh yeah, I see. I'll let them know they're under fire in the south.
Sure. And it didn't hit anything. I just don't want him to walk into them and be surprised.
Yep. Did this cannon pinged in blue here hit anyone from Sedgwick's division?
Nope.
Okay, so there's a slight discrepancy between what's on the board and what's in this gentleman's first screenshot, I think.
Yeah, there's a mix-up on who was who.
So, Anna Kazan, do you have Jones?
Don't think
Also,
Alex is in here yet.
I don't see Burnside's token up here.
So
I see Jesse
Burnside's is
Reno.
called Reno. If you hover over it,
okay.
it says Burnside. I don't know why that happened, but that's Burnside.
Okay.
I
So
need to sort out
okay.
Anna Kazan who's got Jones.
So
Because if he's getting orders to Hood, we told Longstreet to give orders to Hood.
yeah, so I was confused about, since there's 2 Jones and 2 Hills, we got way messed up. So the Jones that's booked that Anna Kazan has is the one that's over in the woods and also controls Hood.
Okay, because I just told Longstreet that he controls Hood because that's what we
Yeah, I know.
hashed out turn 1.
I know. That's all right. So let Longstreet know the next turn that Jones has both and reports to him.
About the artillery movement.
So this Jones is an NPC and reports to Jackson, and then Jackson controls Lawton as well, who's also an NPC and reports to him. And then Anderson is a player, and he's here.
Alright.
So does Chinleaf as Longstreet control tokens directly, or are they all Hood and Jones?
So no, he doesn't control anything directly. He commands Jones and Anderson, who control, I guess, his left and right wing.
Excellent. Okay. My combat's done. It was abysmal.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go tell Chinleaf that.
Okay.
Hey,
Did
James?
someone get Anderson?
I got Anderson. He just said to go back to his line because he was down there.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, Miles.
How far do leaders move? McClellan is moving to Sumner.
So in a half hour, they almost go as far as they want. So unless it's like across the whole map, they can probably do it. So McClellan was here. Sumner's where? Just down here.
He's to the northwest.
Where's Sumner? Oh, yeah, he'll get that far in a turn
Okay.
because we're doing half hour.
I'm moving.
All right. So is all the combat done that was there?
All my section combat is done in the northeast. Northeast.
Is there any artillery fire in the south? At the
Yeah, I
bridges?
think all the artillery is gonna fire. These guys are moving over though, they're not ready to fire yet, but these guys are gonna shoot muskets at them. Also, a question.
Uh-huh.
It says false ford here, and this guy wants all his men to run across it.
I can't. That's a fake ford, right? If it's
Yeah,
false, yeah.
just-
So I don't think
He
they can.
ordered, I want my men to run across the false ford.
I don't think they can cross it.
What that means.
So all this artillery here is all firing, right?
Yeah, perhaps move it, I don't know, a little forward or something.
Oh boy, that's a lot of guns.
Yeah, they were also to focus on counter battery fire as well.
Of course they are. Okay. If
Yeah,
Because
very
nationally, we
very
have
sensible thing to do. So I don't know if these artillery would like tilt over maybe to get a better angle on the
where'd my dice go?
I don't know.
Oh, they're already
And when
crossing.
you get a chance, I have some special combat requests for my guys.
Sure. Let me roll for this. Where'd my token go?
Is Franklin's men just standing still, or
Franklin's? No, he's advanced. He's advanced
Oh,
in tandem with.
did they all
Sumner's
move?
corps.
Okay, they all moved.
Yeah, they move kind of slowly because they're in line advancing over. Yeah, they moved half a kilometer in 30 minutes. Yeah. I slowed up the ones on Franklin's left because they're like trying to march around the bend of the river, he said, and so they're going to be up in the forest.
All right. When they cross this ford down here, it's gonna have to be like this.
Yeah, but they're not the order to cross. They're just gonna
Oh.
shoot.
Oh, they're shooting.
Yeah, I just want to go and try to Scare the rebels away.
I love the tenacity of putting the guns like right on the fucking riverbed.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to shoot down the flank of them for some reason.
Okay.
They're covered by the
Just-
shrubbery here, right? So it's probably
difficult
not
to deploy.
All right, Miles, what was your question?
You've got the artillery. They wanted to concentrate on that Confederate battery across the river, and then he wanted to move his sharpshooters up to hit the Confederates in the flank if they can see them through those woods.
Okay, which one? Oh, I
This
see.
is Porter, I think.
All right, so
Yeah, Porter. Excuse me.
something like that.
Perfect.
All right, is that all the combat done?
Did you do the artillery fire for Porter? Otherwise, yes.
Yeah, I did. All right.
Okay.
Next turn, 6:30. So on your channel, write 6:30, and then give the screenshot for the people that you have.
Okay.
You don't have to do dispatches. Park will be doing that. So Park, as soon as everyone's put up their screenshots, you can go through, get any dispatches from the previous turn. There might not be any, but and then copy and paste them into your channel.
Sorry. Since we're no longer fighting in a snowstorm, how big should these screenshots be?
Kilometer radius.
Okay, that's generous. Thank you.
Can I ask one more, James?
Mhm.
I think we said. I thought we said Hood was a player now.
Hood
that
is
true?
under Jones. There's no Hood player.
Okay. But I thought Hood and Jones were both under Longstreet.
Yeah, so Jones controls Hood and reports to Longstreet.
So should I tell them that this is not a real Ford, I assume?
Yeah, let them
I
know.
cannot get
The
across
men are
there.
saddened.
The men get up there.
They start. Some of them
There we
start
go.
drowning.
Yeah, just immediately throw themselves in.
Yeah, so when you do your updates, help describe it, make it real for them as best you can. What's going on? What do they smell, see, sense, hear? All the artillery fire already to the east, that kind of stuff. Who do I have? DHL.
So should I go give the updates now?
Yeah, if you've done your screenshots, go for it. All right, General Lee. So you ride on Traveler up north, and as you reach the west, or as you near the west woods, you hear a cacophony of artillery fire to the east of the Antietam, and a little bit to your north, you hear your own guns firing. And you reach. Oh, where'd Jones go? He moved a little bit. So you're at the back in the woods, so you can't see beyond them, but you can hear the artillery that's in the woods firing. Of course, you see all the men arrayed as you had deployed them, and that's about it. What are your orders? Oh, you should be with Jones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, should I be co-located with him, or did he?
Now you are.
No.
Okay.
General Jones. Oh, does he not have Mike? Oh dear.
I hope he does. I think he's just muted. I'll come back. Hopefully,
Sure, thank you.
hopefully we can talk. All right, General Hill. As you sit upon, it's not really a hill, but you can see out east of the Antietam some movement of blue uniformed soldiers. There's a cacophony of artillery fire at the lower and middle bridge, just to your east and southeast. You also hear more artillery fire further northwest.
Alright, well, I will continue to hold and wait for orders.
All right, you got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm gonna move you up one just to make life easy. Any questions on the dispatches, Park? You got them? Were there any?
There's none.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. I mean, on the first turn they've been talking anyway, so nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, every time there's a message, I keep going back and checking the chat and being sure that there's no dispatch.
Yeah.
We're all good.
James, I can't see the reports for each player. Would you be able to up my my authority, please?
I got one.
I'm giving you super authority. Don't abuse it.
Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Of course not. I'll just send in the Hindenburg.
Oh no. Somehow, well, I had the easy ones. I'm gonna start running combat. Because I figure it's not gonna change. Oh, nothing done. Let's see, that's a lot of guns. Let's see.
Oh wow. Seems James Longstreet is working a lot of dispatches.
Oh god.
What are we using for rifle range? Forgive me for not knowing that.
400 at the far max, but really effective is up to 2 grids.
Yeah.
So reservist, you're doing. We can kind of use. So you'll do combat east of this line, right?
Yep. And then no further south. I'm not doing like the middle bridge or anything.
Yeah. So I got this bridge area in south. You've got.
And normal muster range is 3 grids.
So it's effective up to 2, and then if it goes from 2 to 4, it's -1 penalty for range.
Okay,
So-
gotcha. So not many people are actually in range.
How much is 3 grids? James, can you?
300 meters.
300 meters.
That's
And then
that's how.
anyone in the woods or the sunken road gets the +1 defense modifier for being in a nice position.
Yeah. Jones and Anderson are just holding. So I don't know which of his these men are going to be able to shoot. Guessing some of the Union are close enough.
Yeah, so yeah, they're definitely close enough. So they can shoot. They can probably shoot.
Wait, James, can you just draw out how far it is? I think your grids and my grids are not.
Oh yeah,
lining up.
make sure it's set to grid. So that's 3 for me.
How do you set to? I'm gonna do that.
So
right now.
go 4 down on the left side, and then yours probably says inches or centimeters, and you gotta click that circle till it says grid.
Oh, okay, so you're saying it's 3 grids. Okay, gotcha.
So they're probably shooting at each other, even though it's at a fairly ineffective range. We can show the smoke just for the
Okay.
effect of it.
If you say so.
These ones are definitely in range, so the Panzer roll for that.
Yep, I'm doing everything west of that white line. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Sure, I can do that.
All right, Miles, for you guys, anything? Oh, I see you're moving them. Okay.
Yeah. They are getting very aggressive.
So far, they're winning the gunnery duel, so.
They do not like these Confederates.
What?
Well, I can't blame them.
Aggressive.
What's the debuff for fording, out of curiosity?
So fording just slows them down, and so they're probably gonna take fire before they cross. So if it's someone charging across a bridge or a ford, I'd let the defender do an attack on them without any reprisal, and then have contact if they survive.
All right, done. And then McClellan went to go talk to Hooker. He's doing a grand tour.
So if you're asking, yes, there is quite a lot of mail to deliver.
Okay, good. You're about to get busy. I assume these guys would be shooting too. Oh, and they're shooting. Okay. Yeah, Miles, feel free to copy and paste the smoke for shooting
Okay.
as the guys get into combat. But,
Who's doing the combat in the far south here?
whew.
Thank you, Blue Hand.
You're welcome.
Who is Dr. Jones?
Dr. Jones is the one up top. He's over here. He's the one controlling Hood and the left wing of Longstreet. Okay, is all combat done?
I think there's some unresolved combat far down south, but I don't know who's
Just a
doing.
little tiny.
No, I rolled for
These
it.
two cannons are gonna start shooting.
Oh, they're gonna
What
start
about
shooting.
these combat in the middle? Are
I
they just
rolled
like
for
not
that. I
inflicting any
rolled for
casualties
that.
on each other?
Well, they spent half the turn on limbering, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll show them shooting, but I won't roll for it yet.
Okay.
These two Confederates probably should shoot because they were set up. The Union probably can't though.
Which ones are you referring to?
My combat's done.
Oh yeah,
Northern
that's for
Section,
reservists to roll. Did you roll for these reservists?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so artillery, until they get close, it's -1 to the roll. And then when it's close,
no
it's
hits here.
+2 for canister. So most artillery shots aren't going to actually do much, but it's prolonged fire over time. All right, I think we're good. 7 o'clock.
Yep. Ready
Do
for
your
7 o'clock.
screenshots and talk to your peeps. Let's see.
So for delivering the dispatches after the screenshot?
Yeah, so now once we give the screenshot, you can deliver all the 6 ones that were written at 6:30 or yeah.
I can
Perfect.
do Lee's screenshot if you want. He's co-located with my dudes.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do that in
Exactly.
his, just to update him.
Sure.
Alright, that leaves me DH Hill. And for those who, like, if you have Jackson, he should be getting reports from Lawton and Jones about, being under heavy fire, people trying to cross at the fords, whatnot.
Got it. I see a dispatch to Wall Street here.
Wait, who has Jackson?
He may have gone already.
Yeah, but I guess I'm gonna.
Do I have Jackson?
Maybe if
I'm going to be a half an hour late. Is he here?
Jackson's down there.
Well, he's here now, I guess.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you want to take him, Anakazan? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because he never got a 630. Alright, you got him. Actually, I can do him because someone took Lee this turn. I'll do Jackson.
Okay.
Alright, General Hill. The sounds of fighting continue to grow. You can hear more and more to the north, and definitely to the east. It looks like Jones' division is under heavy fire, both artillery and small arms. You can also see movement to the south at the lower bridge where Lawton's holding. Yeah. Any orders?
No, just continue to hold. Oh, I have a question for Lawton. Who is in command of Lawton? Or am I supposed to know that?
Jackson's controlling both
Controlling
Jones
Lawton,
and
okay.
Lawton to your east and
Oh,
south.
very good to know.
Yep.
Alright, perfect, thank you.
Okay. Hello, General Jackson.
Hello.
All right, so we didn't give you a 6:30 update, so I'm going to cover a lot. So you've got reports pouring in from Lawton and Jones. You're actually co-located with Lawton now, but he reports that both the Snavely Ford and the lower bridge are being heavily pressed. Well, I say that they're not trying to cross, but they are firing.
Ah, I see that. Yeah.
You get a report from Hayes Brigade to the south that they're at the ford and he's taking artillery fire. And then you can see yourself pretty well that there's a large grand battery to the northeast that's definitely outnumbers your own guns. Your men near the bridge are taking a pounding. Also further north you can hear even more sounds of battle as John B. Jones sends a courier informing you that he is heavily outnumbered. They've not pushed across the middle bridge yet, but he's taking heavy fire and holding.
All right, understood. Could I just have a? Could you get back to me for orders since I just got a lot to process?
Yeah, you're my last one, so I'll stick here until you're ready.
Okay, great. So Jones and Lawton both report significant. Okay.
Oops.
All right. I want Lawton to. Let me just a screenshot. So go ahead and send one brigade, or sorry, what are these blocks? Regiments?
They are, I guess they're brigades split in half. But
Oh, okay. I'll send half brigade to the position in the south to reinforce there.
Okay.
And maintain one in reserve. I tell Lawton to, don't let the positions fall. So if he needs to release the reserve, do it. I'm going to head north to, what is this?
To Jones.
Head north to. Where is? I'm gonna head north to Jones' position, and I'm gonna head north to Jones' position.
Okay.
And I'm going to send word to DH Hill that, or actually, I guess he's a player, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna head to DH Hill's position. Then actually, I'll head to DH Hill's position.
DH Hill. Okay. Got it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Alright, let's roll some dice.
There's a charge all the way in the south.
Oh, there is. Okay, I'll
Oh boy.
re-roll that.
He wants to lead, or he wants to sit back and watch as the first brigade charges, and then immediately they follow it up the second brigade, and he wants the third on the left to, if possible, give some covering fire, as well as the cannons also give covering fire if possible.
Oh, by the way, guys, who's Reno?
Reno's Burnside. Is that? Alright, so we got a charge coming this way. Let them fire one. Actually, I already did that.
Yeah, what's the situation for charging across fords?
That's just they get shot at before they cross. And slam into each other. Oof, they rolled well.
Wow, the Union might make an early crossing in the south at this rate.
They might, yeah. Are you just watching? Okay.
This brigade is following like directly behind.
Yep, got it.
They're kind of also in the charge.
Alright, combat done to the north.
Yeah, it was just artillery duels. Well, actually, that's not true. Not all the combat's done in the north.
Yeah, there's. I think this is like the main combat here in this section.
Yeah, this is not done. I'm gonna roll the Union first.
I gotta get a bit snappier on this dispatch stuff. I think I missed some mail.
You didn't miss some mail. The dispatchers got shot by stray bullets. There's no such thing as missed mail in this game.
Right. Hey,
Empire is only wrong when he believes he's made a mistake.
I'm dumb, reservist or Anachasm. Where is Anderson's token? guy in
Anderson, I think, is here.
Can you define here? Okay.
Here.
McClellan is coming to.
Wasn't he in the West Woods at one point? Did he move out of there?
He was like down here at one point.
He was like moving back to Sumner.
He was like down by Sharpsburg at one point.
Is that our problem? Right.
So even after defensive bonuses, 5s are hits, correct?
Yes.
So effectively a 4, I should say.
Yeah, so 1 disruption. My mind just blinked. Who am I doing this for? Jokes.
So Longstreet is writing down to Anderson for next turn.
Jeez, there's a lot of Confederate guns.
Do the dice mean that you rolled it, reservist?
These red dice here, I'm about to roll.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Do you mind doing the resolution for them? And I'm just going to move on to.
Nope, not a bit. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, this one, the one over here, can be ignored.
Sure.
All right, combat's done in the south, so if you want to take screenshots down there, you can. And Miles, this one's done, so if you want to take it for Porter, that
Got it.
go ahead.
So you haven't done the Northwest? All right.
Yeah, that's,
So now it's 7:30 for some of these people.
and then did Lee say up northwest, or did he go somewhere else? I see. Yeah.
Lee went to Jones, and Longstreet kind of went to their center to find, I think, Anderson.
Lots of combat.
McPanzer, if you've done the combat with these big red dice, can I delete those now?
Sure can, thank you. Appreciate your help, by the way.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. Okay, the fighting is done in the northeast, not around the bridge. I don't know about the middle bridge, but you know who I mean. Can I give my reports for 7:30?
Yep, go for it. Yeah, middle bridge is done.
Okay.
I just need to
Report
get...
time. Okay.
So Lee is with
Oh god.
Jones, but
he's
not
with-
Longstreet.
Correct.
Wait, so is this sector done?
I just rolled the last 3 dice. They got 2 more
Okay.
hits. It's done now. Who has Dr. Jones?
I think it's Anna-Kazan.
Dr. Jones? That's me, yeah.
Do you want me to take him, or if you take him, will you... Oh wait, I don't have Lee. Never mind.
Yeah,
Lee's
why don't
fine.
you do Lee? Can you do Lee with Jones?
Yeah, they're the same screenshot.
Yeah.
Sure. I can do Anderson with Longstreet if somebody as Anderson wants me to. I just don't know what happened to that sector of the battlefield. But
No, I can do Anderson too. You can take Jackson.
I got Jackson. I'll keep him the rest of the game unless something changes.
Back to retake the river line.
All right, gentlemen.
So you kind of span out along the line there from J-Auto
Yeah.
to the road. Okay.
Ready to move north
you
or south.
find
Yeah.
Stonewall Jackson riding up to you with his staff. As you ride up, Jackson, you can see Lawton's fight at the lower bridge. He's taking a lot of artillery fire, but holding. And you catch glimpses of Jones' fight to the northeast. Hill has a better view of what's going on north and east. Lots of smoke, gun smoke rising over the Antietam. Your men are fighting on or near the shore over there with artillery support. You can see Jones still has a fair amount of reserves behind, so he doesn't seem to be overwhelmed yet. You do receive an urgent dispatch from who's down there? Hayes Brigade, that the Federals are trying to cross Snavely's Ford, or are in the act of crossing. Lawton's brigade has moved down to support him in reserve, but it's just those 2 brigades versus what looks to be an entire Union Corps, and they have no artillery support. So his courier officer does not seem hopeful about holding long.
All right.
And Lawton says he thinks he's facing a whole corps as well.
On the east side?
On the lower bridge, yeah.
So 1 corps at lower bridge, 1 corps at Navely's. Okay, so I think we need to release the reserve. I think that's yeah. Do we have a moment to talk?
Yep, you're my only 2, so talk away.
Okay. All right. All right. So based on that, and it does seem like they're fairly concentrated.
Yeah.
I want you to move to Navely's position immediately because I fear that right now they have 2 brigades holding a crossing, but that's against the entire corps.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do
race
is
down there and stop them from getting across.
you're going to race down there. You're going to counterattack if they're already across.
Okay.
We don't want to let them set up an artillery position on our side.
Yeah.
So yeah, get your guys moving.
All right.
I think you're going to need your artillery, even though Lee told me to send the batteries to Anderson and Hood. But we're facing 2 corps down here. I think we need the guns.
Okay. All right.
Okay. James, did Jones mention how? Sorry, could you just repeat how much is Jones facing off against in his estimation?
Jones thinks he's going against the whole corps as well.
We think we're up against 3 corps at each of these a corps at each of these
He
crosses.
sees the flags of 5th Corps under Porter.
Okay. All right. So Jones will hold position. Lawton, you said he already released the reserve, so there's 2 brigades holding in the south. Okay. I tell Lawton to hold to the last at Navali that reinforcements are coming, and then I'm going to move down there to just observe the situation and wait for DH Hill.
All right.
Okay. So what are your orders, Hill?
Yep. So I'm going to take my entire division. We are going to move south. The most expedient route to Snavely's Ford. Kind of set up around it. I mean, it kind of it'll depend on like what I see as I get there. If I get there and we're still holding, I'll move up to the fort itself and defend it. If we've lost the ford, we'll just kind of set up a line and get ready to counterattack.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
McClellan's going to need new horses. He is flying all over the place. Where is Franklin?
Send my butt to Franklin.
Oh, dear.
Where is Franklin?
Franklin?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Well, now he's going to get lost.
Also, another salient point is where's Anderson?
That's what people have been asking for the last 3 or 5 minutes, I think.
It disappeared.
We're looking for Franklin for whose side?
McClellan wants to move to Franklin.
Franklin is pinged in blue. He's in the northeast with the artillery batteries. He's parading them for not doing better, is his current orders.
All right.
So they can
Where's
shoot
Franklin
over their
again? I'm
heads.
sorry, I
They
didn't see a thing.
By the way, just asking, did the Longstreet get his update?
Who has Longstreet?
Not I.
Yeah, because I got a letter for him, but no posts. So,
hold on. Big Panzer has Longstreet, which he's not here yet.
Miles, have you found Franklin?
I have not found Franklin.
Oh dear.
Completely incompetent.
James them with the
So,
back and
wait a second. Do you see? You're the green hand, right?
Yes, I am.
Move. Wait. Hold it still. Hold it still. Hold it still. Move it to the right a little bit, very slowly. Keep going. Just keep going. Now stop. 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 Now go down a little bit. There's Franklin.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mr. McClellan's derriere has moved to Franklin.
Okay. He's gonna walk in on him like yelling at an artillery officer for not killing more Confederates. So I don't know. Whoever's giving the reports to McClellan should probably mention that that's what he's doing at the moment.
All right. All my moves are done.
Yep, all my moves are done as well. Everything in the wooded sector, in the northwest sector, should be. Yeah, that's fine. Anderson's will be back soon, which is fine because he's just sitting. Yeah, but everyone up here in the wooded sector should be ready for resolution.
Okay. I'll do everything right of the white line then, McPanzer, and you do the left.
Yeah, the left face. I just rolled an artillery battery.
I'm once again just making sure if Longstreet is going to get a post.
McPanzer, you doing Longstreet, right?
No, so I thought what we discussed is whoever had Anderson would take him. I can totally go get him real quick.
Oh.
But I thought we threw him in with Anderson.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a 7:30 post. That's why I can't send him the letter.
Send him the letter. I'll get him
Yeah,
the list
send
right
the
now, and
letter.
I'll go
Yeah,
take
go
his
ahead.
orders.
Yeah.
Don't forget these two when you're rolling. There's also these 2 batteries here. Whoever's doing the top left.
Who took? I'm just gonna copy Anderson's screenshot then.
Yeah, let's go for it. Do that. Okay. Oh, I see. They're firing over there with green. KB
Where?
down here. Are these guys firing across? I guess they really
They're
wouldn't be able
they're
to.
trying to, but I don't think they can.
Yeah, unless they want to
What
hit.
I was concerned about was whether these guys can just shoot over the heads of the comrades.
They probably can't, but they're still firing, and they're probably a little too close.
These guys wanted to get down to the fence, but I don't think they would make it there.
Yeah.
According to the rules, they were up here.
Yeah, so they're on their way.
But can they fire over the heads once they get down there? Or
yeah, once they're a little bit lower.
Okay.
Right now they're like only 200 yards ahead of them.
They're a
so
little close.
it's a bit too close for comfort. I'm done with combat in the south if you want to take screenshots.
Alright.
And the middle, I guess.
Yeah, I've done my combat, so I'm going to good to do the 8 o'clock screenshots.
Where's Lee at now?
Who is
Lee
doing
is at
color?
the bridge. Lee is at the bridge here.
Okay, I'll take... Oh, he's with Jones? Okay. So I'll take him back. He's not with anyone.
Who's doing combat here? Are you done? I'm guessing not, right?
I don't know where here is, but...
In the top left.
No, probably not.
But,
in the big-
who is doing McClellan for orders?
Miles has McClellan.
Okay, very good.
Hey, did anybody get Anderson? He's like AFK in there, and Chinleaf doesn't think he got. I just
no, he typed out his order. There's nothing to do.
Okay.
There's nothing to be done. He's just sitting still.
Perfect. Okay, sounds good.
8 o'clock.
James, I'm a little behind on combat because I had to go fix my mistake.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm going to give my 8 o'clock orders in my sector, since everything there should be good to go.
Yeah, I can just give Anderson his thing because there's really been 19-0 movement in that sector.
Kubara Ely, good lord.
Let's see, I need to fix... Let's see, Hill. Everything going alright with you, Miles?
Yep. Just sent out both reports to McClellan and Porter.
Alright.
Wait, did I time this one right?
So the ones written for 7:30 are now arriving after the 8 o'clocks.
Oh yeah, it's because Miles didn't write the time on his. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
So it's fine. I got it. Good.
Alright, General Lee, got you again. So you ride east along the line as you pass by Longstreet's men. As you pass by the sunken road, you see the Union aren't pressing it, except with artillery fire, which is being answered in kind by your own artillery. But as you get closer to Jones, who reports to Jackson, you could see his division is under heavy fire. Even as you arrive, you see a regiment break and run towards the rear. But there are ample reinforcements, fortunately. You can look to the southwest. You see D.H. Hill's division is on the march heading south, and I think that's all you see.
All right. Really starting to feel the pressure now. I just got a dispatch. Anderson's being attacked. Okay. I'd like to go to the lower bridge, please. And I'd also like to send a rider to... Actually, scratch that. I'm just going to go to the lower bridge. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. All right, General Hill, your men break from their stupor and get on the march heading down the road. You pass by the Sherrick and Otto farms. You at the head of the column are just reaching the heights of the lower bridge, which you can see. Who's fighting there? Ewell's division. And then you're still heading south towards your new objective.
Mm-hmm.
Any change of orders?
Yes, so one thing, whatever brigade is at the tail of my column will hold in reserve around Ewell's supply train.
Okay.
And the rest will continue down south with me to Snavely's Ford. And that'll be it.
Yep. I'm just moving it.
Understandable.
It's faster that way, and then I don't forget.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see where Jackson go. All right, General Jackson. So you leave General Hill. His division is starting to get in a column and marching south down the road. And you ride swiftly down to the Snavely Ford. As you go down, you can see the intense fighting at the lower bridge. And as you reach it, you can see an heavy melee fight going on north of the ford. The Union's already gotten a bridgehead on your side, and you can see some of Hayes' brigade is starting to break under the heavy fighting. Lawton's brigade is there and in reserve. They've not engaged yet.
All right. I order Lawton's brigade into an immediate counterattack to contain this bridgehead.
Okay.
Steer clear of the Union guns. I think, though, the woods should prevent them from shooting very accurately at them, but do not advance beyond where the other brigade is currently holding. I just need this bridgehead contained. And I will await here for General Jackson. Or, sorry, not General Jackson. DHL.
Got it. Oops. Okay. Oof.
All right, now McClellan is moving to Hooker. I think we're going to have to roll to see if he's killed his horse.
Go for it. Or you can just tell him it's too tired and he's got to switch and make it so he can't move very far the next turn. Are they trying to cross the bridge over here, or are they just firing?
They're getting up to that stone wall, and they're using that to kind of affect the bridge.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, Porter's just recycling fresh troops in for the worn ones.
What's the balance of forces here? It seems like the Union's got the Confederates outnumbered, what, 2-1 here?
Not quite that much, but
historically it's about 2-1.
I think the Confederate left is done in an hour.
Who wins this battle historically?
Well, the Confederates hold the battlefield for the day, but then retreat. So technically, a Confederate win. But
James, you said overhead fire is a thing that my Napoleonic brain just doesn't understand, right?
yeah, they could fire explosive
My
shot.
Napoleonic brain.
Oh, true.
So Miles, if these units that are cycling back, once they spend a turn not moving and kind of in the rear, you can reduce their disruption by 1 each turn.
Okay.
So like I think this guy's already been in the back, so he'd go from 3 to 2. Yep. The rest are just got there, but
yeah. All right, I'll do that going forward. Holy crap! That one got nailed.
Well, he's facing a whole brigade and artillery fire. Actually, that's probably...
In combat may take me 8 to 10 minutes this turn.
Yeah, I'm sure it's crazy.
I'm gonna try to go real fast. Everything on the planet is shooting.
Question, McPanzer. This actually, are you in the middle of something?
Yes, what about it?
This artillery here, is it going to shoot at them since it sees them maneuvering and angling for its allies, or is it going to shoot at the most forward-facing dude?
It didn't receive specific orders, so I trust your judgment.
Huh?
It didn't receive specific orders, so I trust your judgment.
Okay, they're going to shoot at the charging dudes because they're the most
medium threat. Canister, good.
Not that good. They somehow roll a 1.
Hey, they rolled an 8 on a d6. What do you want from me? Or 7 or something.
8 on a d6.
That's very impressive.
Right?
That's some special umpiring right there.
Truly.
Man.
Don't write the rules.
So one thing we can do, AP Hill's going to arrive sometime. I know normally he arrives in the afternoon, but we can time his arrival to be cinematic.
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 So,
are we making a movie now?
Yeah, we're making this.
Making the Confederates
It's all
win.
about the player experience. Well, he's arriving sometime, so whenever all seems lost, we'll bring him in.
I mean, he's about an hour away from anywhere important, so...
Yeah.
We should roll a dice to see if he
Actually, no, he's
at
least an
every
hour and a half away from anywhere important.
Yeah. No, it's early yet. He's not even on the field. But
what if we roll a dice every turn, and then we increase the likelihood every turn of him arriving?
The good news is that the mail seems to be being delivered pretty well.
That's good.
Good.
Combat in the south or east-south is done. If you want to do your screenshots for there.
Combat in one of my sectors is done. McPanzer, I'm waiting for you to resolve the hell that is whatever the fuck's going on in the Westwood.
I'm really sorry, okay?
I'm just thankful I'm not the one doing it.
He's
Don't
doing
feel bad
like
at all.
50 combat rolls.
So, D3, I'm just doing them in triplicate.
Yeah, I was about
I'm
to
giving
say
them
you can
-1 for woods.
you
so
can do
no.
mass rolls if you want.
I put out like 8 the first time, but then I don't know why. They would have shot the gun, and that's that.
Now 8:30.
I have to do the rebels firing back. We'll just use blue dice and pretend not bad. Oh no! Oh, they're elite. Whoever has these Sedgwick guys under Sumner, there's a broken icon. They're not really broken because they're elite.
Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Combat's done. I probably owe some smoke effects, and there's probably a die sitting somewhere.
Do I go ahead with my 0830 or?
Yeah, for you down south, you can.
McPanzer, is your combat done?
Yes, my combat's done. I just have dice in the way. And
Okay, I'll do my Franklin first, and I'll come back in a minute to do the ones with
Okay.
the dice.
cool. It's done now.
All right, General Lee, you move south to the hillish overlooking the lower bridge. You can see, I don't know why it's Ewell's division, but Jackson's Corps, Early's brigade is there in reserve. Trimble's brigade is at the bridge fighting intensely with the Union. And as you look further east up on the hill by the Rohrbach farm, you can see the colors of Burnside's corps and lots of infantry and artillery. DH Hill's column is continuing south. You don't hear much musket fire down that direction, but you do continue to hear a lot up north and of course to your east.
A lot of fire down south. Jackson's lying to me. All right. Do I have to will the divisional commander move these brigades into action, sort of as they're logically needed?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna head down south to Snavely's Ford then, please. Thank you.
You got it.
Hello, LT.
Column of march to line. It's not.
All
right. So, not great. A mixed bag of news. So, most of your men that were holding the ford are breaking. Only Lawton's brigade is holding, and barely that. So you got a stream of disorganized men running past you at the moment. The good news is Hill is arriving. The lead of his column is just behind you. So there's that.
All right.
Could
I get a report?
Jackson Jones reports that he's still holding, and they've not attempted to cross the bridge. Though he is starting to have to cycle units and put in reserves. And then on the lower bridge, Trimble's brigade reports he's taking casualties, and they've moved men closer to the bridge, but haven't attempted to cross yet.
Okay, so we're going to not do anything for those two positions. And Jones, he's supposed to be nominally under my division command, but I think he's reporting to Hill right now. Is that correct? Or Longstreet?
No, there's two Joneses. So the the Jones
DR
at the middle
Jones,
bridge
then.
is reporting to you.
And does he still report? What's the situation on his end?
Yeah, so he's holding the bridge. They haven't attempted to cross. He's starting to having to throw in reinforcements, but yeah, he's holding.
Okay. Does he have any reserves that he could send to Lower Bridge at this point?
The courier says he's got 2 brigades, but
all right, I want him to go ahead and send a. Sorry, what was that?
The officer says he thinks they're needed at the middle bridge. But
they're needed at middle bridge.
Opinion.
Okay. All right. In that case, all those positions are going to 2 brigades in reserve. Huh. Okay. Then it's up to DHL. Then he's the only one giving orders right now.
All right, Hill.
I'm standing right here I'll try to reorganize these guys away from the marching columns that come in. How about that? Try to keep traffic clear.
Okay, so for my units, they arrive onto the field at Snavely's Ford, above Snavely, that's Snavely's Ford. As they come in, as the columns immediately come in, I'm gonna order them to form up into line and counterattack immediately the Union position, the Union toehold across the river.
Okay.
And then the tail unit that I'm holding in reserve.
Yeah.
Actually, let me think. Can I talk to Jackson real quick, or am I not able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think I should give them to Lower Bridge to use hold, or do you think I should keep them under my direct reserve I need over here? I think I can take
your direct reserve. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. So they stay the same, but yeah, the rest of my units counterattack, and the artillery when they arrive to form up. Is that a I think it's a hill, yeah. Have them form up right in front of that grass field. Those that grass kind of next to the. How do I explain this? Right next to where my 2nd infantry block is, up in front of that field.
I gotta look at what you're looking at.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The yellow
let the
field
artillery
or the
officers
green field?
choose the best.
Actually, yeah, I forgot. Artillery
the best
officers,
round.
Yeah, I'll let the artillery officers
overlook
choose their stuff. That's right. Yeah.
Sure.
Just some good heights to cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
In range and everything. Yep. Thank you.
All right, KB. Anything I should know about what they're doing here at Snavely's?
They are basically just trying to continue as much as possible so that they can deploy as much as possible on the other side. So they know about the reinforcement column, but they just really want to get as much across as possible.
Alright, well.
And he also wants to rally these guys. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, well, we can rally them over
Just
here.
to give them an inspiring speech, he said.
Do something
How do you reduce the numbers?
So type the number while you have your mouse hovered over it.
Done. Well, that's pretty easy.
Okay, sorry.
These guys basically come down here and they're straight into a bayonet fight. That's pretty cool.
Alright. I shrank a unit by mistake. How do I make it bigger?
Hit 1 on it. Hover over the unit, hit 1.
Alright. Sorry for all the dumb questions.
Nope, it's not a problem.
Which unit is it? Hold, ping it, hit tab over it.
I got it.
Okay, there we go. Never mind.
Alright, all my moves are done. McClellan's now with Sumner.
Also, I don't know if these cannon would fire this turn, considering these guys move through them.
Yeah, they're not taking off.
So I don't think they're firing.
And they're okay. That's fine. Let's see, 5, 5. Let's see, 2, 2.
Did somebody grab McClellan? I just happened to be talking to him.
they're firing over there. Across the way.
The Confederate left has been ordered to withdraw, and he's getting charged in the face while he's doing it. So I think a lot of his reserves are going to get out.
That guy's got nothing to shoot at.
Move faster.
Well, hopefully with them withdrawing, it's easier for combat.
Oh, it will definitely be easier for combat, that's for sure.
Who's withdrawing?
Longstreet has ordered Hood's division to withdraw on the left.
Alright, everything in the south is done. My section.
Okay.
Let's see, so we got
That's a lot of smoke.
I'm so glad you're doing the dispatches, Park. It makes it so
Thank
much
you.
easier.
You're welcome.
Alright. Well, my 3 people are all together. That makes it easy.
I can go do 0900 now.
Yep, 900.
Okay.
We're good.
Almost done with combat on the left.
It's probably across from.
Alright, gentlemen, you are graced by the presence of General Lee himself as he rides on Traveler down to join you. You're on a semi-hill overlooking the battle occurring only a few hundred yards away from you. The Union continues to press further north, but DH Hill quickly throws his division into the fight, stemming the tide, but losses are heavy. Artillery's getting set up kind of on the flank position. You got a lot of disorganized troops to your north that kind of stopped running now that they can see reinforcements arriving and they're feeling a bit better. There's a big blue blob mess to your south.
Yes. This is true.
Yeah, you're gonna have to counterattack here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Right
Yeah. With this, yeah.
As soon as I arrived, I sent him right in.
Yeah, good, very good.
Yeah, I moved them pretty much as quickly as I could have. My first update was at what is this? 7:30.
How many brigades did you send back north? I'm sorry for the confusion on the timing there. How many brigades?
There is one brigade. Actually, we didn't end up sending those guys because the situation here seemed like we needed to keep them ready. So there's one brigade waiting at the supply train next to Lower Bridge, but otherwise, I think everything else is continuing to march south.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, you can't let them have this fort. That's all I'll say. I'll go back north.
Did you personally happen to see what happened at Lower Bridge? Does it look like they're gonna hold?
That's debatable. I think we have 3 brigades there, maybe 4 if you send one. That one you just talked about was brought up north, but It's the lower bridge is going to be really dicey. I'm probably going to have to send all of AP Hill down south, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on in the north? Does it seem like they're?
I think the north will be okay for now, but I need to go back up there. It's been a while since I was up there.
All right. How many port are they facing off against up there?
I think it's 3 up north, and then 1 at each of the river crossings. So,
all right. I would suggest. I think Jones. He has 2 brigades in reserve right now. I don't think we can like that. Seems like one of the positions that I'm not too concerned about.
J.R. Jones or
J.R. Jones.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Well, I'll have to go up there and see again.
Yeah, if you pass by that area, maybe you can make a decision.
I'm going to go there next, and I might peel stuff off from Anderson as well. Anyway, do either of you have anything else to say? Because we need to do the orders, I guess. Because James.
Where would you like me to go? I mean, I would prefer to oversee this because this seems like the most important.
This in the lower bridge.
Okay.
I think you're probably going to be stuck down here for the rest of the game, unfortunately.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the middle bridge. I'll try to send anything I can spare down, and then Anderson, and then I'll work my way back up. Yeah. I guess, James, my orders, I'm just going to go to the middle bridge with J.R. Jones again, heading back north.
Got it.
Thank you.
Jackson, your orders?
Oh, my orders? Oh, sorry. I blanked. I'm going to rally those 3 broken units to the north of me.
Okay. And Hill.
Yeah, just keep ordering my my troops to keep the counterattack up, committing more and more of my brigades as they arrive on the scene.
Try to get some units around their western flank, because if they manage to deploy on there, it's going to be disastrous.
Yeah, actually, that next brigade that comes in, if the center doesn't break, that next brigade that comes in should deploy over there and start hitting them on the side, on the over by Snavely.
Mm-hmm.
Now the good news is they are reinforcing across a ford, so as we get into a long fight, there are guys who are broken.
Walk.
Yeah, there you go.
And you were waiting for me, Bart. You were just like, come on, send it to Long Street.
I'm waiting so many dispatches. They're all ready. I'm just waiting for the image, bro.
All right, I'm going to go do Franklin now.
All my 9 o'clocks are up.
Yeah, mine are too.
KB, are they just charging right forward, or anyone trying to get on the flank?
They're basically
Flank when charged
trying to get everything on the flank is probably what they want. Like flank whenever possible. So.
Oh, first brigade's huge.
God damn it, Porter!
Oh, they're breaking. Keep them. Why are they? They're all first brigade. What the heck?
Yes, everything's first. Well, there's first brigade of 2 different divisions.
Oh, that's why I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
We'll do something like that. And they're crossing. And they're crossing. Alright. Oops. Lots of bayonet charges over here.
It's a very interesting strategy to just start a bayonet charge.
Well,
Never end.
oh shoot, I think I messed that up. Alright, that one's done. Let's see, so they brought in someone. Oh, is he charging across the bridge?
Yeah, these guys moved up. These guys should be able to shoot the artillery again, but I don't know if they could
You wanna add
because the
smoke?
middle guys are charging.
That's fine. Add smoke for the artillery. We got a fresh unit charging. That might work out well for them. Let's see. 2, 3, 2.
No, not much more movement on my side either. Pretty sure everyone's just gonna stay in place.
Oops.
All right. Well, where is Franklin?
Where indeed?
I got him. McClellan is moving to Franklin. All right, all my moves are done.
Now we go artillery fire.
Looks pretty bad for the Confederates in the south here.
Yeah. It's pretty bad for the
I mean, the bayonet
Confederates
charge can
everywhere.
go either way. Oh, yeah. True. They even move artillery across this ford here.
Yeah, slowly. Down in the south, are they trying to? Yeah, they very slowly, but they probably be able to.
I would not want to be whoever's in charge of doing that.
All right.
And Quarter's going to cross the bridge this turn.
Ooh. Are they still doing the 9 o'clock updates? I guess they're not even back yet. I'm too fast.
My 9 o'clocks went out. But I think
My 9s are out.
Right. Okay. Well, I just finished 9:30 combat, but I don't think they've even started up north.
Well, then I'll wait.
This is the Battle of Antietam. Where is Antietam?
It is in Maryland.
Antietam is the creek.
It's the creek.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're asking. Yeah, the creek that cuts
Oh,
up north
look
to
at that.
south.
I was wondering why they wouldn't just name it like the Battle of Sharpsburg.
Well,
Well,
you want to explain that, Miles?
the Confederates did.
So,
Okay.
so every battle in the Civil War has two names because the Confederates used the towns and the Union used the rivers or water nearby. So it kind of depends. So, like,
But since, the Union won, they get all the names.
yeah, they get to name most of them.
How it works.
It's interesting.
So, like, Bull Run's a river, but there's also, what's that town right by it?
Manassas.
Oh, yeah, Manassas. I was thinking of Centertown.
I don't even realize how much I love delivering mail.
It's fun to see the mail, I think. Go back and forth and everyone freaking out.
I can't wait for the moment I fuck it up and send the wrong alert to the wrong person.
It happens. still doing 9 o'clock. Yeah, we got way ahead of them. Let's see. We're halfway through the game. We've done. It's 9:30, so we've done 3.5 hours. So 7 turns. That's actually really good. Considering its size. Let's see who's still out there. McPanzer. I guess we're just waiting on McPanzer, aren't we?
McPanzer, I just realized you were giving very generous screenshots. I'm assuming very limited visibility. McPanzer wasn't here when I said that. Never mind.
Yeah.
What's happening?
He was yelling at you for having too big screenshot.
Well, it
I'm not
depends.
yelling. I'm
Yeah,
just
you could
observing.
go a little bit bigger, reservist.
Okay.
You should see my screenshots. They're like a phone box.
I've been told.
I would just send them the whole map.
Kilometer
Easier.
radius. These are like 550 now with the
Just
smoke.
go in there and stream my screen. It's much more easy.
Right. I figure it's what you know, not what you see, and over the course of a half hour, it should be more than a keyhole, or you can't make interesting decisions.
That's right.
Right.
And I've got both players over here, so they're not getting cheated.
You made a mistake by starting the eternal screenshot debate.
You can make yours bigger too, KB.
He never will. It's a point of pride.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I can, but if you want to.
Yeah, a little bit bigger. Kind of depends on how much you describe, because if you describe what's beyond and give them a good description, it's okay.
Yeah,
But
my philosophy is like whatever you can see with absolute certainty, I'll show you, and then the rest I'll describe.
Sure. All right. Well, I did 9:30 combat already for my section, so if you have people there, you can do screenshots. I know you just got here.
Okay. Yeah, it was Hooker. It was Hooker.
Stinking hookers.
Stinking Hooker. I don't actually have to roll that. They just
Sucks to be the Confederate left.
Yeah, it really does. It's almost like you're outnumbered like 2-1.
Yeah.
And there
Well,
are
and they didn't have
not
any
players over here.
of any position. They had no defensive advantage except for that tiny little creek.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I was the Union commander, I know where I'd be attacking.
So half the problem is they have not had a player over here for half the turns.
Oh.
Oh, well, that'll hurt too. So they just don't know what's going on. Oh.
So
Poor bastards.
Longstreet sort of does. He's there every other turn.
Yeah.
He's like a.
But Hood should be making intelligent decisions even when he's not there.
But Hood's not a player.
Yeah, but
I'm making the best decisions he can.
Yeah.
But he's outnumbered 2-1 and getting smashed in the face.
Well, he should report in the Longstreet that that's happening too.
I'm telling Longstreet.
All right. Well, the reason why the Confederates won historically is because they had 3 separate attacks over the day that allowed Lee to, move forces around. And in this one, the Union has a coordinated assault, so we're basically seeing what would happen if McClellan could have actually coordinated his attacks, which should mean that the Confederates are going to lose, which is fine.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, I already did this too.
All right, I'm going to do my...
Yeah, I'm ready to do 9:30.
Yeah.
The problem is that the Confederates have a bulge in their left, which means even if they all attack together at the same time, they'll reach the lines at different times. So
Yeah.
Conclusion of the battle. Anyway, I'm ready for the reports for the next time.
I am 4 minutes away. Maybe much less. Maybe 2.
Okay, 9:30.
Ugh. service, the guys by Dunker Church just can only roll 5s.
Oh,
So
This
twos-
5's good.
whose guys? Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Fives are good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Somewhat suboptimal from a union point of view. There's another scenario where there's a unit with a broken token that isn't actually broken because they're
Yep, because they're elites. I'm going to have to say that I'm assuming Second Corps, First Division's First Brigade probably lost its fucking officer staff in its entirety for whatever the hell those shots just did. Because I cannot imagine a way in which, besides getting double sixes, yeah.
They took 5 hits. They took a double, a single, and a double.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
Kind of
Jesus
blew up.
Christ.
All right, I'm going down to
Ow.
do updates.
All right, come back.
All right, General Lee. You ride swiftly north. Travelers starting to get tired. Your staff can barely keep up. You reach Jones, who reports that Stark's brigade is broken. Jones' brigade is broken. Your artillery has been destroyed. One battery's been destroyed. He's got only one other remaining to him. He does have 2 brigades in reserve, which he has just ordered forward to replace the broken men.
Yeah.
But after that, he's got nothing else. They haven't attempted crossing the bridge, but they've got, what's that, 6 times 3, 18 or more guns pounding anyone who tries to hold near the bridge. Actually, more than that, 24 guns. So that's his report. As you rode up, you could also see fighting down by the lower bridge. It looks like the Federals were attempting to cross as you rode by. And you can see fighting up to the north at the sunken road as well.
I'm not really sure I can do much else except wait for AP Hill. I'd like to. I don't want to go to the sunken road, but I'll go near it. Maybe to the Piper Farm, just south of the sunken road. Yeah, I'll head there, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
What the swap?
All right, gentlemen.
Okay, never mind. We'll wait for the update.
So
Hello.
you're close enough. You're still co-located. Jackson moves and helps to reform the broken men, form a new line. That initial line of mostly DH Hill's men quickly breaks. They're fleeing north as well, but luckily his reinforcements are there to stem the tide, and the fight's kind of grown westward as each side's trying to get on each other's flank. Yep, I think that's about it. You can, now that you're further north, you can see some of the fighting to the north as well. Trimble reports that the Federals are attempting to cross the bridge. He's holding them so far, but it's tight. Your reserve brigade that you gave to them, Ripley's brigade, D.H. Hill, they are still in reserve, but they are taking artillery fire from their position, facing some casualties there. Jackson, you get a report from Jones. Some of his brigades are breaking and fleeing to the rear. He's having to send in his reserves. They've not pressed the bridge yet, and he's holding.
Okay. So Tremble, does he say that they can hold with the help of that reserve brigade from D.H. Hill's command, or with the troops he has on hand?
With the reserves.
Okay, so he can only hold if that brigade stays in place. All right. All right. Can we discuss for a moment?
Sure.
All right. D.H. Hill, I think that I am fixing to lead these reformed men here into a charge on the Union right.
Yeah, the position we're facing now, yeah, I think that does sound like a good idea.
Does look like their front is close to breaking. I think that I don't know where to send this last brigade, however. But at the same time, if we begin to have your guys sort of do a little withdrawal, and then your guns on the flank can begin to open up on the Union line, that's also an option.
Yeah.
but I am more inclined to charge them here. Truth be told.
Yeah, I think charge them here is the better option. I would agree with that.
All right. I look to the men I've just reformed. I tell them, boys, this is the fate of Virginia that we're fighting for here. Let's give them hell and give them a rebel yell, and we're going to charge right into the Union right.
Got it.
DHL, I would say keep that last brigade in reserve to plug the line anywhere it breaks.
Yeah, that elite brigade is going to kind of hold once they get to those trees there. Kind of form up and wait to be committed.
And you should start reforming these guys who just broke.
Yeah, those guys that aren't they they're like right next to me, aren't they? Or it's you.
Yeah, those guys right next to you.
Yeah, and so I'll move over and I'll start to rally those troops that are fleeing.
Maybe you can set up a secondary gun position or defensive line at the gun position with those guys.
I think that would be good.
Either we throw them back here or we're gonna need it.
Rerouted. Okay, that makes more sense.
All right. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the arrows, KB.
Yeah, I thought easier than
Yeah.
next, I suppose.
All right, now McClellan is going to Hooker. Back to Hooker again.
This guy, he also sent his general to try to get a look to see how many reserves there are.
Guess he can report what he sees.
All right, McClellan is with Hooker. And Porter's going across the bridge.
It's my turn ugly for the Union on here.
Alright, that combat's done. So he's got someone pushing the bridge and then shooting on both sides.
These guys moved around here, so I don't know if that obstructs the cannon here or not.
Crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
Can they cross the bridge in line unit formation?
No, you switch them to column.
Okay.
In fact, they're all going to have to stop shooting with these guys falling back.
All right. How do you make them a column?
So flip them, then line them up.
And how do you flip?
F. If you hover over and hit F.
I got it.
Oh wait, they're still holding. Because they're veterans. Yeah, don't forget, stars break early. They're holding. Alright, we got someone crossing the bridge. So we'll let them get a shot off. And then we'll do the melee combat. And that artillery's not going to be firing while there's a bunch of men in front.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Try and delete the smoke without deleting units. How many people does McPanzer have?
Sorry. Everybody wanted everything from me. The good
Oh.
news is I don't have a ton of
Do you have
combat
2
strength
people or
and
3
release that.
people in McPanzer?
I just have 2. I had 2, but there's a co-location where everybody wanted to ask clarifying questions.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all.
I guess, well, okay. Down south, combat's done, so if you have people down there, you can do your screenshots. And Lee's...
I just moved a few units that broke
Okay.
rather than roll dice. It was
Yeah, that's fine. So Lee's with Longstreet. There you go. Who's got Longstreet? You want to take Lee this time?
yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Believe it or not, combat on the north is done because everyone ran.
That makes it easy.
They all bailed?
About half of them routed and the other half withdrew. So, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Holy crap! There's nothing there.
Oh, these
That's
things.
I'm
I'm really surprised the Confederates did not reinforce that right more because that is the first, or their left Union right more. That was like the first place I think to put intact. Nice open field right around a nice enemy defensive position.
Yeah.
Chief is very, very concerned about when his reinforcements are getting here because he thinks it's 3 p.m. I didn't disabuse him of that notion.
3 p.m.
I think that's when they shut up historically.
It was. Yeah, it's late afternoon. We're going to go historical.
He still has quite a few hours then.
Well,
I mean, if
we're
that
not
was
going to play
I
that
think-
long, unfortunately. So he's arriving now.
Excellent.
Ta-da.
Can
The dramatic timing.
all right.
Oh my god.
He's arriving now.
Still got
What's the situation of combat? Is everything done?
mine is.
Oddly, yes. I only had like 6 or 7 dice to roll, and I have to delete dice. But
So let whoever's got Lee, let him know that AP Hill sends a dispatch that he's soon to arrive in Sharpsburg.
Deal. All right, I'm gonna do screenshot and just go because I'm slow.
All right, my screenshots are done. 10 o'clock.
Our left is going to hold long enough to.
Oh, wait. Yeah, they have 3 stacked up, just pushing you over there.
All right, gentlemen. So you continue to recover and reorganize your men and steal glances at the fight to the south of you. The reinforcements sent in, although beleaguered, are timely because the Union has launched a fresh assault on what would have been the flank. They got almost a Napoleonic assault column going on over there. In the center, you, of course, it's a big blob of mass, but it looks like you're breaking the Union in the center, so it's the two flanks that are more at risk at the moment. You do have a line of reserves. Rhodes Brigade isn't engaged at all in the center, and you are quickly trying to recover this new batch of infantry, just throwing them in line wherever they're at. Doesn't matter who their officer is supposed to be or anything.
Okay. What does Trumbull report?
Oh yeah, sorry. So Trimble reports he's repelled an attempt to cross the lower bridge. Still under heavy fire, and it looks like they're preparing to make another assault across the bridge, but they're holding so far.
Bastards.
And haven't had to send in Ripley's brigade yet. They still have them in reserves. Jones reports that he's sending reinforcements. They're holding still.
All right.
All right. So I think I'm gonna move my artillery because I think they're a little exposed right there. If that right does break, they'll just be overrun very quickly. So I think I'm gonna move them over to either wherever they think is safe or over with the other gun if they just think that's the best position. Whatever the artillery officers think is best, but I want them to get away from there. Maybe even send them to. Actually, no. Yeah. So I'm gonna move that. Okay. So what else do you think, Jackson, about our position here? Because I did rally with 3, but they're gonna need time to recover.
Okay. We need to make the Union not push our rally position and instead face what's coming in from the center. And I'm much more concerned about our left falling right now than I am our right, because our right looks like it's got a relatively better situation going on. So
okay.
What I think is I'm going to send that. So you see the 4 disruption unit that just made the breach?
Yeah.
I think they just need to crash into the flank of the Union there and keep them occupied into the west.
And have them just like turn in. Yeah.
And I want your fresh guys to hit the Union, the center, and then turn left into the Union right. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Kind of hit 3rd Brigade right there. Their reserve in the. Yeah. Okay. I think that'd be good.
Yeah, and I think
Although my only concern is looking at the spacing. I don't know if my entire brigade will be able to get through into there. At least, I mean, if you think once you move down, like all the way down towards the river and get all the way behind them.
I think it might be better to even do this in kind of a big blob instead of a line.
Okay. Yeah. So
I think we just need to give them the bayonet. Like you got elites, you got their elites are broken from the looks of it. Get your elites in there.
Yeah,
on the center and the right. Yeah, these guys.
And the ones that are in the rear are green units. So.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
All right, got it.
I suppose you continue to rally these guys too.
You're both.
I'm going to make sure the men don't fail on this flank. I'm going to try to keep their spirits up.
Rally those guys up, and then my artillery piece that is over here, order them away because just in case the right falls. Order them to
move them to the woods, the trees.
Yeah, where the other ones are.
That's yeah.
Yeah,
or even just at the trees. They
can... just get over there. You move them over to whatever good position is over there, and near those trees.
Okay, got it. Thanks. How's it going, Park?
Did I fuck up?
Oops.
Middle bridge. Middle bridge. Which one's the middle bridge?
Just the one in the middle.
Is that here?
It's labeled. This is lower. This is middle.
Okay. Lee wants to go to the middle bridge.
Alright, that combat's...
James, this guy wants these incoming forces here to relieve the forces on the wall. Take their place. Is that possible?
Yeah, let me roll combat before they switch out, because they're probably just going to break when they get the orders to go, which they will. They're not trying to press the bridge.
McKellen is sauntering over to Sumner now.
Oops.
All right. All my moves are done. The bridge attack has been called off.
They called it off? Disappointing.
Doesn't look like the Union's going to be taking those forwards. Good thing they broke.
Not very Kriegsspieler of him.
Well, it took... What? How many tries did it take Burnside to get Burnside Bridge? 3?
In real life, like 4.
Yeah. Shouldn't give up so soon.
He wants to get that artillery back in line and pound them. He's doing a pretty good job cycling troops in and out, keeping fresh troops in the line.
Yeah, he is.
I think the Union advances left in the north, though. I think that's going to be it, because unless those reinforcements, who is that?
They're forming a new line.
Jackson's Corps. Unless they start moving north pretty soon, I don't think the Confederates can really hold. They're like all sort of pinned in together at the edge of the West Wood.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sad for Porter, man. He's saying all these letters that says that his charge failed.
It could actually be a Confederate draw then, maybe.
If they're still holding, it'll be historical. And with AP Hill arriving, they might actually do it.
It's looking like this force in the south is just gonna get
Of course, we're not
crashed against the river.
We're not giving them a full day to fight with, but...
Yeah.
3, 2, 3. Oof. If they break through here, though, that's going to roll up Jones's flank.
True.
That's gonna. They'll have to.
I don't know if they will, though, because I still have like 2 sections of elite infantry, a half brigade each, that they can throw in should they need to. The way Franklin's saying it, you think he's already won the war. Admittedly, that's how I play Kriegsspiel, but, you know, it's less fun when you're observing it as an umpire than you are experiencing it as a player.
James, did you get Porter's batteries firing?
Oh, no, I need to roll for those. Will you add smokes to them if they don't have them yet?
Sure.
Yes,
How do you
but
copy it?
Control
Who's
C,
moving
Control
hill?
V. When you're hovering over it, hit Control C and then hit Control V. Just click on the table where you want it to appear.
James, if you're moving AP Hill, Lee typed out where he wants
Oh, I was just
different
about to
brigades
ask
to
you.
go.
Where does he want him to go?
Yep. So he's sending AP Hill himself, 2 brigades, and 1 artillery to Hood.
Okay, so he's gonna go up this way.
And then 1 brigade each to Middle Bridge, Lower Bridge, and Snavely's Ford.
Oh, he's splitting them
And
up.
if there's a second artillery, they go towards Middle Bridge.
All right, so say that all again because I thought I was all going north.
Sure thing. 2 brigades, 1 artillery, north to Hood.
All right.
1 brigade, 1 artillery to Middle Bridge.
Okay, so they'll probably be about that far. All right.
1 brigade to Lower Bridge, and 1 brigade to Snavely's Ford.
Lower. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna point him that way so I keep it straight. And then he's got 2 extra artillery that in reserve that he probably forgot about. I guess ask him on this next turn where he wants those to go, if anywhere.
I just put them somewhere. Okay, sure, I will.
We can have 1 with each brigade. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that perfect. I love it. Fantastic.
So no concentrated reinforcements, just kind of every direction. That's interesting.
I was gonna say, send him north, man. You need him north.
Yeah, he needs them south too, though, real bad.
I think he needs them everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I send them everywhere.
They're sort of pinned away from his forces in the south. In the north, he has an entire flank that's just unanchored.
All right, my 10:30 combat's done.
Did you get the artillery?
Oh no! Thanks for the reminder. Artillery. Let's just.
This is twice now. I think you've tried to do it.
4-1.
Mine's done too because my guys are taking a break from murder.
Okay.
Yes. Oh shit! Wait a minute. I didn't call this melee.
All right, artillery done. Now I can do screenshots.
Thank you.
Wait. I have okay. Whoever is doing first corps of the Confederates, I forgot to do the melees. So give me a second.
Whoever Lee is with has Lee. I don't know where he's at now. Is he still with Anderson?
He's with the non-existent Jones.
Oh, okay. I got him then.
He's at Middle Bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where he
Middle
wanted to
Bridge.
be. Okay.
I got him then. So we're at 10.
Those are not supposed to be a broken. Sorry.
10:30.
I'm gonna say these guys fall back.
Then I think that's what they do.
Can someone be kind and get rid of those dice for me?
Yeah, I got you. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go do 10:30 then.
All right. Wait, no. Now I need a single die. Hold on. I got one.
And 30.
Lee sent a dispatch in all caps. It has happened. AP Hill has arrived on the battlefield. I think he's excited. All right, General Lee.
Hello.
So you head south, reunite with John B. Jones. He informs you that Burnside did attempt to cross the bridge once, but was repulsed. He was forced to throw in one brigade as reinforcements. As you can see to the west, some other men are reorganizing into a new line. He's still got Winder's brigade right next to you, fresh and available, but he thinks he needs it because the rest of his men are taking heavy casualties. AP Hill reports or sends a reply that he's received your order and has sent his division to the four quarters of the earth to reinforce everyone.
Yeah.
And they're on their way.
Roger. All right. I'd like to go. I feel like a poor traveler. I'll get a new horse if I have to. Traveler can rest for the rest of the day. I'll go do the go to the lower bridge, please. Haven't been there in a while. Getting very nervous.
Got it.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
All I knew was like, oh, started the kicking. Oh, James.
All right, gentlemen.
I got my screenshot.
So, the attack kind of goes in the center as ordered, but the hole left in the Union line is quickly plugged, plus supported by artillery fire. Your left flank is breaking. The Union is starting to wrap around. That unit in front of you, Lawton's brigade, that shows broken, they're actually not breaking yet because they're veterans. But basically, both of your flanks, left and right, are being turned at the moment.
Punished, yeah.
As your men are breaking.
Well, apparently AP Hill has arrived, and we are getting assigned one brigade to Lower Bridge and one brigade to Snavely's. Now, do I want to send a rider to the one who's supposed to go to Lower Bridge, and I tell him to come here because, frankly, we need him. Yeah, and we're gonna send in the reformed line right into the fray. There's no question about that. So they're just gonna go straight up to shore up our left.
Yeah. And then is that one the other sorry, let me figure who that is. Is the second half of Rhodes' brigade, are they like not engaged currently?
No, not yet.
Okay, can I get them to go back kind of around and kind of meet that Union flank on the
I'd say
right there.
That's not necessary. I'd say that get your artillery to focus if they try to make any movement.
Can get it? Okay.
I think that for disruption, I think 2 artillery batteries would be more than enough.
Yeah, they should be able to. Okay, yeah, you're right. Although there is one that's kind of backing them up that can also kind of help them out.
I would move him to.
He's kind of sitting there. They should be able to break that unit of 3rd Brigade next turn, hopefully.
I think that we just use the artillery to hold that flank because we don't have the bodies, frankly.
It does look like they have artillery across the river.
Yeah, that's gonna chew up our center if we let them shoot.
Yeah, which is kind of why I don't really want that half of the brigade just sitting there, waiting for the front to break. But I mean, depends. I
think that you can break the Union right, the left rather here.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, sorry, did I say right?
No. I misspoke. But if you send in Rhodes' brigade to mop up the rest of these guys, and you have the artillery watch your flank, then they don't really have much to stop you. They have
they have 2 already kind of used units. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So. All right.
Worst case scenario, you have to fall back to your artillery position, at which point the reforming guys can pick up some slack.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna do, and I'm going to just do my best to reform. And you should take those 2 half brigades on the left there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the 2 on my side.
Okay, this will be your last turn co-located then.
It is what it is, and did those orders to the brigade that was supposed to head to Lower Bridge make it through?
It was sent
Or
out.
like rather, you understand?
Yeah, I got it.
You understand?
Mhm.
Okay. And Tremble reports that he's still holding, correct? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't report the rest of them. Yeah, Trimble is well, his men broke. He's reforming, but Ripley's brigade is now holding the line at the Lower Bridge, and is holding. And from way up north, you hear from Jones that Burnside attempted to cross the bridge but was repulsed. He's still holding and has one brigade in reserve, and that's it.
Okay. And Tremble, how long does he think he can give me?
His officer says it's difficult to say, but maybe another hour, depending on how.
Okay, that'll have to do.
Presses.
That'll have to do.
Okay.
All right.
Shoot the general. Okay.
Good luck, Hill. I don't know when I'm gonna get yoinked, but this is it. This is for all the marbles.
McClellan is actually staying put, and Porter's moves are all done.
All right.
Damn, he's finally giving the super horse some rest.
But Porter is forming a grand column to make another try. So.
Oh wow.
Did you see the very polite orders of the?
To shoot the general.
Yeah.
Very polite orders. What?
One of the gentlemen wished to shoot the general. They can see.
Oh, okay. Very kind. Very kind.
It's actually 4-2.
Also, these artillery, they cannot assist at the stone wall from their current location, can they?
That's a route. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh.
It's up here.
I'll get to that in a second. But I'm thinking no. Wow. Let the Union know that gods are against them.
Odds are against them.
The gods, the dice gods.
Oh.
They hate
Yes,
them.
that's a bit different than odds. Though, well, never mind.
I mean, surely it's not Jover.
What is happening up
I don't know.
north?
They're about to go back at it.
Well, I mean, if this counterattack by Anderson gets through, that could put this whole chunk of
Split
the enemy in some
yeah.
trouble.
Good, but I just don't think that the Confederates have the reserves there to do it. I think they might get through the first line, but
That's
They
it.
can, they can probably stop the Union from destroying them, though.
I don't know, man.
So here, James, this artillery.
Up there.
So where do they want to set up?
He requested. He was asking whether they can fire to assist the fighting at the stone wall, and if they cannot do so
move.
from where they are, they should move.
Yeah, we'll be a smart artillery officer. They're going to come over here on the flank and set up. That'll be devastating.
Same with these guys, all the artillery, basically.
Yeah.
I think these guys could be like over here.
That's what they need to be doing. Let's see, 2. Wow, Confederates are just getting good dice rolls this turn.
Like I said, you good.
God loves the South.
It's going like that, I say.
God's country.
Yeah, Mansfield's corps is almost broken entirely, except for 3.
Do you think they're just gonna surrender against the river, or do you think they're? Like,
Well, I guess
kill
it
themselves?
depends. If he starts sending them
Oh my
South.
god, they really got those
Both these divisional generals are ordered to like rally and
Jeez.
send them back into the fray.
Okay, well the Confederates haven't done much better actually in my section, so no one died.
I think it's over. I think it's over for poor Mansfeld in the south. I think he's pretty much done for.
Yeah, that attack, in my humble opinion, is ill-advised.
His
I'm
corps
glad to
could
see
get
that
caught
they
against
have
the. That's what
I like
happened
how
to
his,
me.
his most recent dispatch reads, "We are currently pushing them back."
Oh my god.
When
I
I
didn't
played
see
in
irony of these dispatches.
when I played in Carter's game as the Union, I think it actually was Mansfield, and the Confederates led us across, and then had like 2 divisions. They completely outnumbered us and captured like half my corps. It was pretty
Yeah.
devastating.
They let you think you've got a bridgehead, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
kablam.
They were waiting for it. It was pretty smart of them.
Fortunately for myself, the U.S. mail needs to go take a tiny break.
No worries.
Well, thank you. That was extremely helpful, at least for me.
Yes. So who's doing dispatches from right now? Ourselves?
Oh, I mean,
He's
a
coming
tiny break, as in I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, wow. Jesus, never mind.
Oh. Okay, have fun.
Have fun.
Or don't.
It can be fun.
Oops, I deleted some note.
Let's see, they're getting pounded. Two to one. Still holding 3-2.
What is the next battle, James?
That I'm running?
Yeah, you.
Probably gonna be on the Metz or the Sedan map.
Okay.
It's gonna be Napoleonic. The main thing is it'll be staff command, so it'll be everyone sitting together.
Okay.
We'll do 5-minute turns, but so it'll be different than this. So everyone, you won't have individual channels. You'll be on a staff working together, sending out dispatches.
Gotcha.
Let's see, AP Hill, where? Well, I guess he's just arriving like that.
The post office is now back.
Very efficient.
Very good. Might be a bit treasonous that the U.S. Post is delivering to the Confederacy too, but
All right, my combat is done.
my combats are done.
So we'll probably do this post, get their orders, we'll do another round of combat, and then we'll bring them in. We'll see where we're at that point.
Are all of this stuff done?
I don't know.
Yes, that line is done.
And I don't think there's
Last
not that much
screenshot they
combat
get.
up here either.
11 o'clock.
Oh, my server timed out.
Yep.
I haven't gotten anything.
I'm still in it.
I'm gonna get my screenshots quick before it all goes to shit.
Does this happen often?
No.
The server fucking dying? No, thankfully.
Let me save it just in case. Save as.
It's rare. Yeah, it's rare.
I'm really good with my players.
I have a
Oh, yeah.
minor grudge against computer technology.
I saved it in case I lose it, but I think we're okay.
Yeah, I just
It might just be me.
no, I just picked it as
You'll
well.
have to pick a color again, Miles.
Okay.
Make pans are
Like
better
green.
if you take blue.
What a hoop. Who's yelling at me?
Blue is mine.
These 11 o'clock turns.
11 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Have they been shit talking each other in general?
Yeah, they usually do.
Been so busy, I haven't even looked.
I just looked at it and just saw that they are. All right, I got my 11 o'clock ready. So
Get him going.
All right.
Hello?
Hello, General Lee.
Hello.
You ride south on your. I guess you switched horses. But all right. So you arrive at the lower bridge. You see that Ripley's brigade has taken the place of Trimble. Trimble's to your southwest, recovering. They are holding with intense firefight across the creek. Further south, you can see lots of scattered and broken men running north through the cornfield.
Oh.
And to your west, I think you can see a portion of AP Hill's brigade or division marching south.
I hope they're not. Oh dear. One of his brigades should be coming here. I hope they're not delayed too much. Oh no. Okay. I'll leave Lawton here to do his business and send in the spent brigades as reinforcements. I'll head south to Jackson and DH Hill, please. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh boy.
All right, General Hill. So you move west to oversee the fight in that side, and it is going splendidly. The men of Rains and Rhodes brigades managed to push off a Union attack after what's been really hours of bayonet fights and combat. The Union are breaking, and the men give out a loud whoop and a cheer. This is further reinforced by the sight of the arrival of AP Hill's men, both to the west and to the north, marching in. And it was assisted a lot by enfilade fire from your artillery on the flank.
All right. Yeah. Perfect. Just general advance by my troops, who are chasing down those retreating troops. Also, the troops that come in from the west, as I see them come in, if I can get a message to them, or if they know on their own, to kind of also keep helping me press this Union force back across the ford. And then also for dispatches, I just put in my DHL channel.
Yep.
All right, and then also for that one fresh unit of Rhodes division or Rhodes brigade, sorry. Have them go over to Jackson to assist him if necessary, because I don't think I need him right now over here.
Okay.
And then I'll put in the dispatch there. Okay, so I get it.
Alright. Oops. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Alright. So Hill heads west to oversee the fight in that area. Your fight is a bit tenuous. Fresh Union troops bash into your road and break many of your men who've only just barely been reorganized and thrown back into the fight. You are holding this flank, but barely. The men take courage at the sight of you sitting atop your horse, watching nearby.
Like a stone wall.
Like a stone wall.
We continue to stonewall right in place, and I think I see reinforcements coming.
Yeah, you
I think I
encouraged.
take that first brigade. I assume there's two coming down the road right now. I take that first brigade and I move them to my position at once. What of Trumbull? How is the position at the lower bridge?
Yes. Trimble says his brigade has fallen back and is reorganizing, but he's been replaced by Ripley, and they are holding. And
Okay, have
Jones reports he's still holding as well.
okay. Does it look like the Union across from Jones are forming up for an attack?
Difficult to say. Too much gun smoke.
Too much gun smoke. Okay, they have two battery, or they got two brigades. Okay, I want Jones to send one of the brigades he received as reinforcements to the lower bridge, to or to the area between Jones and the lower bridge, to be sent where where it is most likely the enemy will break through.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it for me.
Got it. Thank you. So these guys aren't bayonet charging, they're shooting now. I see. Yeah, they're gonna break. What? Half hour? Why? Yeah. Love you. Good night. KB, well, you want to line up the smokes over there for this artillery?
Hello. I believe I will have to hop off now. So I think the battle's coming to a conclusion, so I won't feel too guilty. I had to do this last time. My apologies, James.
Nope, you lasted as long as you needed to. Thank you for the help.
All right, you're welcome. I am Franklin and Franklin and Sumner. So if anyone needs to take over, I have moved them per their last orders, and so you can just ask them for their orders. Or sorry, you can just deliver their reports, and then it'll all be okay. Whoever takes over. So thank you all. Have a good night. It was fun umpiring with you all, and I hope I will be back to do it again sometime.
Thank you, reservist.
Thanks, reservist. Have a great night.
Have a good night, man.
All right, porters are going across the bridge in style.
Nice.
Man, there's so much smoke on
Yep, he's going for break.
Confederates look so thin along most of the line.
And Porter is requested to lead the charge.
As we get to like 10:30 Eastern, every time players know that it's either the last turn or the one before it, so they don't care about living anymore.
Like,
Every week.
let's do or die.
Yeah, this is going to be my
Empire's about to call the game quickly. Charge.
I wouldn't be opposed to this being the last turn.
It is last
I'll
turn.
stick around. Oh, thank God. Bro.
I wouldn't be opposed to. Oh,
Can't
thank
believe-
God.
Time to go to work for you, KB.
You think I'm employed? I'm a university student. There's a reason I'm up at this hour.
Yeah, what time is it for you?
It is 6:30 in the
Oh my
morning.
gosh.
Oh my God.
Sheesh. I'm still 6 hours away from actually needing to wake up.
Yeah, I'm 7.5.
Yeah, I have all my lectures on Monday and Tuesday, so it's like the rest of the week. I'm not very responsible with my sleep schedule.
That charge is going to be successful. And his reinforcements just got called away. The worst possible time.
I think the Confederates are eventually gonna break on the left, but I think Chinleaf bought them at least 2 more hours by getting
All right,
all
so
those random broken.
let's reason out the rest of the day. So the middle bridge just broke. They got some reinforcements, but I don't think they'll hold.
I'm also pretty sure
So the Union's
that there's gonna be a breakthrough down here.
pouring through here. They did hold here. Yeah, they still got plenty of strength to. So Mansfield's corps is destroyed. So they could move this up this way. I think that'll actually hold. And
Do you think they can move that up there? Like they can destroy Mansfield and move that back up there before it breaks?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, because they've got. I mean, they've not pressed the bridge at all yet. They've got a reserve line. I think so.
Perhaps.
But then, so what's the left look like? They're holding for maybe an hour.
So, yeah, I think an hour. I was gonna say 2, but call it an hour and a half. I don't think there's enough Confederates up there to hold, but these guys keep resting. He's intending to rest them for 2 more turns. I think he throws them in an hour from now and buys himself another half hour.
Yeah.
He's not going to win.
Well,
but he will be, I think, the last one to lose.
So I think losing middle bridge decides it. I don't think it'll be better than it was historically. Because that... Well, yeah, we got these little bit of reinforcements from AP Hill. Forgot about those. But it's going to force the sunken road line to fall back too. And then it'll...
I think Porter wheels north.
Yeah. They'll have to cut the Confederates in half. They'll have to retreat at that point. So I don't think they'll even hold the field at that. So I think that's what happened. Okay. Are we all... Are we done at top? As done as we're going to be?
Yeah, we're done. We're as done as we're going to be.
Let me delete my lines. All right, go ahead and hop to the lobby and bring everyone in there.
Oh.
Somehow I got it.
That's the one.
Oh, okay. I think I dragged Hooker to the wrong. Okay, there you go.
What? So many Union. Goodness.
All right. Welcome, everyone.
Oh, my Terminators carried the bridge, eh?
So
I will attempt another crossing in 2 hours. Sure, buddy. Sure.
All right, hold on. All right. So first of all, we'll ask the CICs who they think's winning. Then I'll do my little overview, and then we'll have the umpires give each of their spiels, and we'll go to all the players. So, starting with McClellan, how do you think you're doing?
Not as well as I hoped, but I think I'm winning.
Okay. Lee?
See, a question like that deserves a very long and complex answer, but I will be magnanimous and spare everyone and say simply that I think this is a federal victory. I think the Union will have the field by the end of the day.
All right.
Liar.
Oh, Jesus.
Not bad, huh?
All right. So historically, McClellan had 3 main attacks that occurred at 3 different times throughout the day. In this battle, McClellan had the advantage of having 3 simultaneous attacks, which worked out well for him. So basically, all points were attacked right from the get-go. There's no confusion on when they're supposed to be. The Union left under Hood and Longstreet broke first, so they were holding this line, and you can see now they've fallen back this far and are reforming. We think they'll have maybe another hour or 2 that they can hold before they break again. They just got some reinforcements from AP Hill, plus these men are recovering. In the south, Jackson's been holding the lower bridge and Snavely Ford. Mansfield's in a precarious position. Almost his entire corps has been broken and routed and about to be trapped against the Antietam Creek. So it doesn't look good for him there. Jackson's been focusing a lot on that point, sending all his reinforcements there, and it's paid off in capturing a corps. But the lower bridge is holding, but there's still a lot of fresh Union reinforcements to push and take that. And then the big news of the last half hour is the middle bridge has broken. Jackson called off the reinforcements to the lower bridge at the exact moment that they were needed here. AP Hill is arriving, but basically this is going to be a wide open push in the middle, which is going to force the sunken bridge force to have to fall back as well and defend their right flank. Basically, it's going to cut a big hole in the center of the Confederates, forcing the left to have to fall back and eventually the right to have to fall back. And so we're calling it Union victory, and probably better than, well, historically the Confederates held. So Union victory. Confederates will have to retreat and hope they can get across the Potomac in time and not get trapped against it. But as I said, the Union had a much better advantage in terms of, first of all, sending all their forces in with 0 reserves as backup, and then that coordinated assault really showed what McClellan could have done in the Battle of Antietam had he coordinated his men better. So don't feel bad, Confederates, you fought very well. My one piece of feedback for the people that I had is I think Jackson got a little bit too focused on the Snavely Ford. He basically went there and stayed there with Hill, and in so doing he got a little bit what's it called, microvision or whatever, too focused on that fight at the expense of the middle bridge. And so as you can see in the middle, he thought he needed the reinforcements back down here, where in fact he was actually doing quite well, and as a result the middle bridge fell. So don't get too myopic in where you're commanding, especially when you have a long front to command. He could have left Hill to control that place and moved about a bit more to get a better picture. So that's my one piece of advice. Other than that, I had Hill and Jackson and Lee some of the time, and they all did well from what I can tell. I will going down the list of umpires. We'll start with Dispatch Umpire Park.
Oh, hello.
How was your dispatching experience?
It was quite fun to deliver all the mail to everybody. It was funny to read the situation as it was. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it was kind of fun to see how people saw their situation and were, sending out their situation. And then the next turn, I would just not go that way, and it was because, oh wow, it was a lot of irony.
Yep.
I had a lot of fun too.
Good, I'm glad. All right. Next umpire, going down the list. KB.
I was umpiring what's his name, Burnside, and and the unfortunate, I think it's the unfortunate Mansfield. Yeah, I thought it was interesting how Burnside was committing his brigades piecemeal and very historical, very sensible way of approaching the bridge instead of just like a mass charge. It's kind of probing it throughout the day with infantry and artillery, and I think he had he's still standing up a good chance at eventually crossing, if it is not for the very likely possibility that Jackson sends his forces north to reinforce the crossing after destroying Mansfield. It was very unfortunate in that he crossed and he was beating the Confederates in a kind of continuous melee, as just bayonet charging throughout the whole game. But as he was beating the Confederates, our reinforcement column came down, and I'm unsure which one it is, but Jackson sent some pretty significant reinforcements down, and Mansfield ran into some pretty serious issues. But I thought he played well.
Yeah, Mansfield faced D.H. Hill's division and Lawton's division, so it was pretty even. And so an even fight when you're attacking isn't favorable. So that's why. All right, thank you. Umpire McPanzer.
Well, I had the west end of the battlefield, the Confederate left and Union right. I had Lee a couple times, but not enough to speak to. I actually think both my players did really well. Frankly, the Union had a big material advantage, and J-Rock did a really good job of pressing that home. It was a little brutal, but it was objectively the correct call. Longstreet had to kind of be in two places at once because he was managing a division here on the left, and then he had a player in the center, Anderson, I think, who reported to him, and was overall in charge of the Westwoods. So Chinleaf did a really good job of bouncing between commands, but it did mean that sometimes on the left, where the main Union thrust came in my sector, there wasn't always a player there to see it, so it was kind of just delivered by word of mouth. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, though, he ended up with a couple of just piecemeal commands, some reinforcements from AP Hill, routing units that had reformed, and then units that he'd pulled from the center when he heard about the left going down. And I think at the end of the day, he did a really good job of forming a kind of ad hoc command that would buy the left flank another hour and a half or so. I think the Confederate left can break, but I don't think it's going to rout.
All right, thank you. Umpire Miles.
I had McClellan and Porter. McClellan was zipping across the battlefield. I feel compelled to report him to the ASPCA for animal cruelty.
He had mounts strategically placed.
Yeah,
he has dead mounts. But no, he was great because I think he was doing a great job because he was getting a very good, clear view of the battlefield. He spent most of his time in the northern sector. Porter, I think Porter played the game really well. He did a great job cycling troops in and out to keep his troops fresh as he would wear down the Confederates. And he attempted a charge across the bridge and realized firepower was more effective, softened up the Confederates, and then in the last turn carried the day. I think he played an excellent game.
Seems we have an Pony Express rider.
Oh yeah.
All right, looks like the other reservists had to leave early, so we'll just go down the player list now. So starting with Anderson. You there?
All right, so start off, I kind of expected the Union to have a lot more forces facing me, so I feel like that made me more cautious throughout the game, which I do regret because I feel like I could have kind of pushed them back a bit if I didn't play so defensive. Because I'm realizing now that I did have an advantage in some areas of the field.
I blame you
about it.
Okay. DHL.
Yeah, so I was down there. I started originally just right in front of Sharpsburg, kind of waiting for for the major Union development, and we kind of made it. Me and Jackson kind of decided, mainly Jackson, that the South was the main. Well, not the main, but where I was needed, and I think he was right in that call to blunt this crossing down Snavely's Ford, and spent most of the game, kind of fighting here, holding that plug in the back, rallying units, and kind of just did that pretty much the whole game, and I think down here it went pretty well, and Jackson, I think, made a lot of good, while he was very hyper-focused on me, he made a lot of very good tactical calls down here when we were deploying troops and helping me rally a lot of troops as well. It was very important down here.
All right, thank you. Franklin, where are you at? Where is Franklin?
He's by the middle bridge.
Oh, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was doing something else.
Sunken Lane.
Okay.
I'm to the left of Antietam Creek. Yep.
You're right there.
So I had a very fun time. I thought it was a great game. It kind of kept going back and forth where it's like, oh, I'm breaking through and gonna charge through the gap, and then the enemy would send the reserves in, and then I would break those again and charge through and break through the gap, and there'd be more reserves. I thought McClellan did a great job coordinating everything. I don't think this was very easy with all the different commands. And the umpire as well did. I forget who the reservist was with me. He did a great job as well.
All right. Hooker? I think you're up left. Yeah.
Well, I just do as I'm told. At first we were told to just stand in their face, shoot them with cannonballs. Then my commander came to me and said, nah, be a bit more aggressive. I was like, oh, okay. I was just waiting for the green light, and then I was just gung-ho since then. I lived up to my promises. That's all that mattered, So my militia put in some good work, captured some guns, took out some guns. It's a good day's work.
All right. Let's see. Sumner.
Yep. I was to the right, or I should say the east of Hooker. I moved in from the cornfield and the Eastwoods, and I hit the Westwoods. Big old firefight there, went back and forth. Iron Brigade got stuck in. It was pretty epic. I didn't get to see my Minnesotans get gunned down, but that's tragic. Back and forth for a bit, and then, they fell back. I moved a bit forward. Franklin said he was getting counterattacked, so we were just coordinating our own counterattack.
All right. Burnside?
Hello. I'm just reading through my last dispatches. To Mansfield, you're in a very precarious situation that will only get worse as the day goes on. To Porter, I have reason to believe that Mansfield will not be able to assist me at the lower bridge. And then from Mansfield, scratch that, we will not be making it to the bridge at all. Lots of fun. Yeah, like my umpire was saying, if you zoom in, you can see some broken units from the initial probe and the first charge. I kind of wanted to draw, because I saw the rebels had more elite units on the heights. So I thought, let's charge them and draw them in and get them a little bit closer to the firefight. You'll see I don't have the same kind of frontage as Porter, unless I were to make a long march around to kind of flank that bend. So my idea was that I would use the stone walls at the bridge and just do 2 brigades at a time, slowly feed guys in to replace the ones that get dropped back, because the rebels sent very elite brigades against me at the lower bridge. It was pretty much all 3 stars, so I was petitioning McClellan, like, hey, you're going to be able to get to me from the north. I was telling Mansfield, hey, I think they're sending their entire army at you. You just need to survive. Very fun experience. You can see there that I had established a battle line, and I was going to move them forward to begin engaging at the bridge and then try to crack it with my elite units, but wasn't necessary. In fact, I would say that Mansfield and I were very successful in drawing a good amount, more than we expected, of the rebel army down to us, thereby weakening the north and the middle. It's just what we expected. I'd just like to say